Hello students, how are you? Hope all of you are doing well. I am Dr. Smruti Rekha and I welcome you all to eTuition. eTuition, education for better tomorrow. It's a digital learning platform for Odia and English medium students. So what are you waiting for? Please enroll yourself in the eTuition app as it is the only digital platform which provides quality education for your better tomorrow. Correct, children? So, what is there in today's class? So, in today's class, as all of you know, we have already completed all the concept and all the exercises of chapter 1, real number. Correct? So, today I thought I will discuss some of the important questions from the chapter real number. So if you watch this particular video, you will get the overall picture of your chapter 1. So it includes the important questions from all the exercise. Okay, so shall we start? Are you all ready for that? Okay. So the first question. Use Euclid's division lemma to show that square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. Okay, so this is the question. So how to start with? Do you remember Euclid's division algorithm? So it was nothing but the normal division concept where dividend is equal to divisor into question plus remainder. Correct or not? So basically we were expressing all the integers. Suppose the integer is a, we were expressing in terms of bq plus r. Hope you remember. So let us implement Euclid's division lemma to this particular problem. Okay children, so how we will start? So let x be any integer and y is equal to 3. Y is equal to 3. So by Euclid division algorithm, you can write x as 3q plus r, where q is greater than equal to 0 and what are the possible values of your remainder? That is r is equal to 0, 1, 2. That means your r is greater than equal to 0 and less than 2. So, putting r is equal to 0, the possible values of x is equal to 3q. So, these are the possible values of your x. Putting r is equal to 0. If you put r is equal to 1, so x is equal to, so this is at r is equal to 0. Let me write. So, putting x is equal to, for x is equal to, r is equal to 1, it will be 3q plus 1. Correct? So, at r is equal to 1. Similarly, it is equal to 3q plus 2 where your r is equal to 2. Correct children? So now according to the question, you have to show that the square of the positive integer. So first you find out the first case where x is equal to 3q. So this is the case 1. Okay. So this is your case 1. So x is equal to 3q. Now squaring both the side, you get x square is equal to 9q square. Correct or not? So that I can write as 3 into 3q square. Can I write like this? Yes. So after that, let this 3q square is equal to m. We can write in this form. So we are assuming that 3q square is equal to m. So I can write x square as 3 into m, as 3 is a factor of your x square. Correct children? So from your case 1, when r is equal to 0, you will get this value of your x square. Correct? So now let us go to the second case. So in the second case, what's the value of your x? X is equal to 3q plus 1. X is equal to 3q plus 1. So this is your case 2. So now square both the side. You have x square 3q plus 1 whole square. That is equal to 9q square plus 1 into 2 into 3q into 1. That is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Correct, children? So now what I can do is, I can take, so as 9q square can be written as 3 into 3q square plus 1 plus 2 into 3q plus 1. Can you see something common over here? So you have 3q. You can take 3q common here. Correct or not? So you will get, so taking 3 common here. So taking 3 common here from this 2 term, you will get. So that is equal to, so you take 3, take 3 common. So you will get 3q square. So here I think I have written 1 extra. Okay. So 3q square plus, what's the value here? It is 2q. Correct? So that is 2q. Then the remaining is plus 1. So now 3 is multiplied to this. Can I write 3q square plus 2q is equal to m? Okay, because it is an integer and m is an integer. So we can write 3q square plus 2q is also an integer. So we can replace this value with m and your answer will be 3m plus 1. 3m plus 1. करेक्ट. सो ये हो गया तुम्हारा एक्स स्क्वायर का वैल्यू जब रिमाइंडर है 1. अभी क्या लेंगे? केस 3. सो इन केस 3 व्हाट इज योर रिमाइंडर वैल्यू? रिमाइंडर का वैल्यू कितना है? सो हियर योर रिमाइंडर वाज 1 एंड हियर योर रिमाइंडर इज 2. सो you write x is equal to 3q plus 2 here. Now square both the side like in the previous case. So 3q plus 2 whole square. So कितना मिलेगा? वही a plus b का whole square है तो कितना मिलेगा? 9q square plus 4 plus 2 into 3q into 2. Correct है? Okay. So now I can take, I can write in this form. So it is equal to 9q square plus 3 plus 12q, right? It is 12q plus 1. Can I write in this form? 4 को अभी अलग अलग करके मैंने 3 plus 1 ले लिया ताकि मैं 3 कॉमन फैक्टर ले सकूं. सो आई विल टेक 3 एज कॉमन फैक्टर हियर. सो व्हाट इज रिमेनिंग विद इन द ब्रैकेट? 3q स्क्वायर प्लस you have your 3q square, you have 1 here plus you have 3 into 4, 4q plus 1. So now what I can take is, I can take 3q square plus 3q square plus 1 plus 4q is equal to m. 3q square plus 1 plus 4q is equal to m. So I can write 3m plus 1. So what you can observe in case 1, case 2 and case 3, the possible values of the square of the integer of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. So, it is proved. So, it is proved that square is of the form 3m and 3m plus 1. Correct? So this is one of the important question in your chapter 1. Shall we go to the next question? So ये वाला तो बहुत ईजी है. Express each number as a product of its prime factor. So very simple. Find out the factors of 140. Divide by 2, you will get 70. Divided by 2, you will get 35. So याद रखना है ascending order में factorization करना है. So then you will get 7. So what is your answer? It is 2 square into 5 into 7. Similarly, second bit आ गया तुम्हारा 156. 156 divided by 2, you have your 78, right? So you have 78 divided by 2, you have 39. Divided by 3, you have 13. So the answer is 2 square into 3 into 13. Next is your 3, 8. So इधर जगह नहीं है, so इधर ही कर लेंगे हम लोग. Okay, so bit 3 इधर ही कर लेंगे. So 3, 8, 2, 5. Just check if it is divisible by 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13 plus 5, 18. So it is divisible by 3. So divide by 3. So you have here 1, 2, 6, 2 हो गया तो 7, 5. 1, 2, 7, 5. Then check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. 7 plus 5 is 12. Yes, it is divisible by 3. So now comes your 4, then 2, 4, then 2, 1 हो गया. ये हो गया 425. Now it is not divisible by 3. We will take 5 here. So if you take 5, you have 8 and 5. Then you take another 5 and you get 17. So इसका वैल्यू कितना हो गया? 3 square into 5 square into 17. So this is the way you can express the number in terms of its prime factors. Okay children, now we will go to next important question. What is that? Given that HCF of a number, two numbers, HCF of two numbers is given, you have to find out the LCM. So if you remember, there is a relationship between the two numbers and its HCF and LCM. So what is that? So here given is what? So HCF of 306 and 657 is given to be 9. Okay, you have to find out LCM. So we know HCF into LCM is equal to the product of two numbers. Product of two numbers. So now what will be the value of LCM then? LCM will be equal to product of two numbers divided by your HCF. So LCM is lowest common multiple and HCF is highest common factors. तो अभी number कौन सा है? What are your numbers here? So numbers are 306 into 657. That becomes your numerator. And what about your HCF? HCF is equal to 9, which is given. So solving this, you will get the value as 22338. So the LCM of lowest common multiple of 306 and 657 is equal to 22,338. Correct, children? Okay, so hope you have understood it. Okay, now let us go to the next problem. Prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. So इसको कैसे करते हैं? So if you remember, so we will assume method of contradiction करना है ना. So let 3 plus 2 root 5 be rational. Correct. So if it is rational, it can be written in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0 and P and Q are integers and co-prime. Integers and they are co-prime. They are co-prime. Correct. So अभी क्या करेंगे? We will take the root 5 to one side and the other constant to the other side. So 2 root 5 is equal to P by Q minus 3. And what about root 5? Root 5 is equal to half of P by Q minus 3. So as P and Q are integers, hence half P by Q minus 3 is rational number. Is rational number. But it is a fact that root 5 is irrational. It is a fact that root 5 is irrational. So, by method of contradiction, so whatever you have assumed, now it is contradicted, we get that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Okay children, so this is how you can prove. So अभी याद रखो, इस तरह का प्रॉब्लम जो है, अगर ये 4 मार्क्स का होगा तो तुम बस ये प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ इंटीजर्स को लेके, प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ रेशनल नंबर को लेके कर लेना. अगर ये ज़्यादा मार्क्स का रहेगा, 8 मार्क्स का रहेगा, तो तुम लोगों को प्रूफ करना है कि रूट 5 इज ऑल्सो irrational number. How root 5 is irrational number, that part also, instead of just writing that it is a fact, you first you prove that root 5 is irrational, that also will become a part. So depending on the marks, you do that. Okay, we'll go to the next problem. That is, without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating repeating expansion. So, इसको तो last week ही किए थे in exercise 1.4. So, how you are going to approach it? So, always remember to check whether it ends with terminating decimal or non-terminating. You have to check only the denominator. If the denominator is in the form of 2 to the power denominator, if is in the form of 2 to the power n into 5 to the power m, then it is decimal expansion. If not, then it is non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. So let us try the first problem, that is 13 divided by 3125. So here Q is what? So Q is equal to 3125. So Q is equal to 3125. So 3125 का factor निकालेंगे अभी. So 3125 divided by 5. So you get 625. Divided by 5. You get 125. divided by 5 you get 25, divided by 5 you get one more 5, so that is 5 to the power 6. So that is 13 divided by 5 to the power 6. Now this 5 to the power 6 is of the form of what? 2 to the power n, 2 to the power 0 ले सकते हैं, है ना, 5 to the power 6 ले सकते हैं, correct or not? So it is of the form of what? 2 to the power n and 5 to the power m. So because it is in the form of 2 to the power n, 5 to the power m, hence the rational number, hence the rational number will have terminating decimal expansion, terminating decimal expansion, correct? So now we'll go to the next one which looks very easy, that is 17 by 8. easy है कि नहीं? 17 क्या है? प्राइम नंबर है, कुछ कोई चेंज नहीं है उसमें. व्हाट इज 8? डायरेक्टली 2 to the power 3 पिक कर सकते हो ना, राइट? सो नाउ इज इट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ 2 to the power n or not? So you can write 2 to the power 3 and 5 to the power 0. ठीक है, अब ये 2 to the power n into 5 to the power m फॉर्म में है कि नहीं, है ना? सो हेंस the number have terminating decimal fraction, terminating decimal expansion, correct? Okay, so next question को जाएंगे. So that is 64 divided by 455. Okay, so 64 जो है that is equal to 2 to the power 64 को निकाल लेते हैं, क्यों कंफ्यूजन रखना. 32 2 16 2 8 2 4 2 2 1 2 3 4 5 6, करेक्ट. 2 to the power 6 वही बोल रही थी ना मैं. सो नाउ 455 divided by 5, so you have 91. So 91 is divisible by your 7, so you get 13. So that is equal to 5 into 7 into 13. So now the denominator is not in form of 2 to the power n into 5 to the power m. Hence, the number has non-terminating recurring expansion, correct? So now let us take the next question. What was that? The next question, 15 by 1600. Okay, so let me write 15 divided by 1600. तो अभी न्यूमरेटर तो इजी है, 3 into 5 लिख लेंगे, करेक्ट है कि नहीं? अभी 1600 को क्या लिख सकते हैं? इसको लिख सकते हैं 16 into 100, है कि नहीं? तो 16 into 100 अगर लिखेंगे तो ये हो गया तुम्हारा 3 into 5 डिवाइडेड बाय तुम्हारा 16 क्या है? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 2 to the power 4 into तुम्हारा 100 क्या है? 100 है तुम्हारा अगेन 4 into 25, तो फिर से बन गया तुम्हारा 2 square into 5 square, है कि नहीं? तो क्या मिला तुम्हें? 3 into 5 डिवाइडेड बाय 2⁶ इंटू 5 स्क्वायर, अभी लोएस्ट फॉर्म में लेके आ जाओ तो हो गया 3 डिवाइडेड बाय 2⁶ इंटू 5. नाउ दिस इज ऑफ द फॉर्म 2⁻n into 5⁻m. Hence, it has terminating decimal expansion. Correct? Correct, children? Okay. So now you have understood how without going for long division method you can find out just by finding out how q is expressed in terms of prime factor. You can find out that whether the rational number will end up with terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal. Correct? So now we will go to the next question. The following real number have decimal expansion as given below. In each case, decide whether they are rational or not. If they are rational and of the form p by q, what can you say about the prime factor of q? तो अभी पहला वाला क्वेश्चन देख लो. तो इसका आफ्टर डेसिमल पॉइंट, आफ्टर योर डेसिमल पॉइंट, सो the numbers are there and it is terminating at 0.9. So definitely if it is terminating at 0.9, so it's a rational number. So bit 1 तुम्हारा है 43.123456789. What kind of decimal expansion? It is terminating decimal. If it is terminating decimal, so as we know, if it is terminating decimal, then it is rational. अगर तुम्हें चेक करना है वो भी तुम फ्रैक्शन को कन्वर्ट करके भी चेक कर सकते हो. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. अभी कितना जीरो है? सॉरी, अभी कितना जीरो है इसमें? 1 2 3 9 जीरो है ना. तो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, दैट इज 4 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 डिवाइडेड बाय 10 to the power 9. तो 10 to the power 9 मतलब वो क्या है? 2 to the power 9 into 5 to the power n 9. तो वो 2 to the power n और 5 to the power m फॉर्म में है कि नहीं? सो उससे भी पता चलता है कि ये रेशनल नंबर है. अभी सेकेंड बिट को चलो. सेकेंड बिट में क्या है? सो एज यू कैन सी हियर देयर इज नथिंग बीइंग रिपीटेड. सो हियर यू कैन सी द नंबर इज कीपिंग ऑन चेंजिंग, इट कीप्स ऑन चेंजिंग and there is nothing is not terminating, neither it is recurring. So it cannot be rational. अगर रेशनल नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा? cannot be rational. So it is irrational. So it is irrational. Okay children? Okay. तो अभी पता चल जाएगा तुम्हें डेसिमल के बाद वो टर्मिनेटिंग है या रिपीटिंग है. अगर टर्मिनेटिंग, हमेशा याद रखो, इफ इट इज टर्मिनेटिंग or non-terminating recurring, then only it will be rational number, because rational number has only two form. One is terminating decimal expansion, another one is non-terminating recurring and repeating decimal number. ओके उसके अलावा अगर नहीं होता है तो दैट विल बी योर इरेशनल नंबर. ओके क्लियर. अभी और एक ये टाइप का प्रॉब्लम बहुत आता है एग्जाम में. इट्स वेरी कॉमन इन एग्जाम. सो इट इज check whether 6 to the power n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. So 6 to the power n. So you have to here check that any number which end with digit 0 has 2 and 5 as factors. Correct? So this we know. But 6 to the power n is equal to 2 into 3 to the power n. Hence 6 does not have 5 as its factor. So according to the factors of arithmetic, 6 to the power n cannot end with the digit 0. Correct? For any natural numbers n. Okay? So it's a very short type question which will come. Okay? Very simple. 6 का फैक्टर निकाल लो, देखो उसमें 2 and 5 है कि नहीं. अगर है तो वो इट कैन एंड विथ 0, अगर नहीं है इट कैन नॉट एंड. सो इट इज बिकॉज तुम्हारा फैक्टर्स ऑफ अरिथमेटिक में क्या पढ़े हो, हर नंबर का एक स्पेसिफिक प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन होता है, स्पेसिफिक होता है जिसमें कोई चेंज होता ही नहीं है. करेक्ट और नॉट? सो 6 can only have 2 and 3 as factors. Correct? So according to that you can prove that 6 to the power n can never end with the digit 0. Okay children? So with this video you will get the overall important questions of your chapter 1. So during your exam time, if you have less time with you, so that time only you can watch this video and you can prepare yourself for your exams, as it consists of all the important questions from all the exercise of chapter 1. Okay children, hope you have liked the video. Thank you for your patient hearing. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Follow us in YouTube, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and don't forget to download eTuition app and enrolling yourself. Correct children? So till then, bye, take care, keep smiling.